What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, you are watching TWA Motorsports. And yes, just like the title says, we did buy another vehicle. Now, did we need it? No. But have we needed any of these things that we bought? No. So, look, this is a Facebook Marketplace find, and I think it's a decent car. But anyway, I needed to show it to you because I'm in the process of filming 3 other videos on 3 other vehicles in the shop here. And so what I did was I started those videos, and now I've got the parts that I need to finish those videos, and you're gonna see this thing in the background, and it's gonna be blatantly obvious because of its color and where it's setting. So I'm gonna show it to you, kind of explain maybe, or try to justify it, I guess, to you guys why I bought it. But yes, the Trans Am we bought recently, you guys saw that video of me buying this thing, and we're in the process of parting it out. And that's like one of the videos I'm in the process of making right now. We're trying to get the motor and transmission out of it. Once the Trans Am is parted out, guys, it's gonna be gone. So we're gonna get it out of the shop, and it is making me nuts. It's probably gonna be here for another month, maybe 2. But I found this deal, and kind of to preface this story on why I have this car that's on the other side of the camera here is because, you know, I originally said the motor and trans out of the Trans Am here, I was gonna possibly put in the 54. Okay, I've got, the 54 has been for sale for a little bit, and I've got a couple people that are somewhat interested. And then I thought, well, what am I gonna do with this motor and transmission? Could I put it in the truck back there? Yeah, I could do that. I don't necessarily want a 6-speed truck. So then that left me like, what could I do? Maybe I could just find a 6-cylinder one of these cars and just swap the motor and trans into that. It'd be very easy. And so I kind of held off on selling some of the other parts and went and looked at a roller. Now, I found a medium blue metallic, so it's like a 1-year color. They made it 99 formula, and I found it somewhat local to me. It's about a 4-hour drive. Guys, I drove 4 hours. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. And so I didn't buy it, but it was a hardtop 6-speed formula in that color. It's like a 1 of 9 ever made. And we just couldn't come together on a deal. The car was a little rougher than what I wanted. And honestly, I was gonna pull it in here right beside it, and I was just gonna swap parts over to it because it was literally a roller ready to go. It had a majority of the stuff on it. It already had a 9-inch in it, but didn't work out. So then I got to thinking, man, look, we've really been wanting a 6-speed car. We don't have any manual transmission cars out here. And Kohen's been jonesing ever since we bought this car. He took it around the block, like I said when we first showed you the Trans Am video. He took it around the block, and he's like, man, I miss having a 6-speed. And I kind of do too. Now, I don't want to drive one every day, but they are just more fun to take out and just cruise or rip on or something like that. So I was trying to think, how can I get a 4-seater car that we can all ride in and is a manual? Okay, so, and when I say all, 4 people at least can ride in. And so this is what I found. So I'm gonna show you this. You may be able to see the reflection in the Trans Am here, but let's take a look at what we bought, and we'll talk about what's done to it. And I may pull it out here a little bit. Everybody's asleep right now. I tried to get out here early because it's supposed to be ridiculously hot today. I'm already sweating. It's really humid, but yeah, here it is. 2000 Trans Am. I'm so used to buying Trans Ams. It's a 2000 Camaro SS, guys. Very, very nice car. This came from just outside of St. Louis. Great owners. You know, you're always wondering when you go to pick something up, you know, how are they representing it? What kind of people are they going to be? Are they going to be nice? Are they going to be, you know, weird or different? Like, it's always something that's in the back of your mind when you're going to pick something up. You know, what are you getting into? Guys, I have to say, some of the nicest people I've ever met. They're true hot rod people. Took really good care of this car, and it kind of checks the boxes that we wanted to check. It's a 6-speed. It's a convertible. It holds 4 people. It is going to be awesome for us to just cruise around in. And I know what some people are thinking. If you've been on this channel for very long, you guys know how I feel about the wheels. I hate them. I don't like black wheels. And so there's a couple things that I would like to do, but this car is a running, driving, 89,000 miles. So let's take a look inside of it, and I'll show you exactly how absolutely nice it is. It's crazy. It looks like it has never really been set in. Now you can see I got a little grass in there. I got to vacuum out, but 6-speed car, Seats are in incredible shape. Look at the bolsters even. It's just in great shape. Door panels, they don't have that cracking issue like the Trans Ams did. It's just a really, really nice car. Like I said, 89,000 mile car. It's got, I'm going to try to show you some of the things that it's got, because it's not stock. Okay. It is, he put an entire stereo system in it. So it's got a kicker sub in the back. It's got a kicker amp to run all the regular speakers. It's got a kicker amp, that's for the sub. This is for all the regular speakers in the car. So all the speakers are kicker in the car. Sounds really, really good. He's got a double din radio in there. I don't know if you guys saw that up front. Double din radio, hooks to your phone. It's like perfect. I don't have to do anything on the interior of this car. And so you're probably thinking like, why would you want to mess with this? What is it you want to change? Well, guys, I can't do the wheels. I just can't. You can see it's got MagnaFlow exhaust. It has a backup camera wired in, which is kind of nice because these cars they have some blind spots in them. Under the hood, this is where it gets kind of cool because, like I said, and it's dirty right now. We need to wash it, but aftermarket lid, like the carbon fiber style lid. It's got LS6 intake. It has PRC heads. It has long tube headers, off-road Y pipe. It has a BTR stage 4 cam. It's got aftermarket injectors. I'm not really sure what they are. I see that they're purple. I'm not 100% sure. The car is tuned. It has an RST Clutch from McLeod. What else? It's got aftermarket headlights, which I do have the stock ones. They're probably going to go back in. I'm not a huge fan of those either. It's got the SLP front grille insert. Guys, it's just a super, super nice car. And, the wheels and tires on this thing are actually brand new. I think he just put them on not long ago, and it shows. I mean, I think it's 17 front, 18 back. But like I said, I'm not a black wheel guy. And the other thing that it's got a short antenna. The other thing I don't love is it's not lowered. Okay, so the car is stock height. And it makes sense because of the driveway that they had. There's no way they could have lowered this car, kind of the area that they were in. And so I have the springs out of that guy. I have a UMI set of springs and Bilstein shocks that I think I want to put in it. And what else? Oh, I got to change the wheels. We're gonna have to figure something out with the wheels. Either I'm gonna trade somebody for a set of chromes, or I'm gonna take those, put them on the Trans Am for now while the Trans Am's down, and put the torque thrust over on this while I'm lowering it. Now, one thing I will tell you is the tune needs a little bit of a touch up. It kind of bucks a little bit, which it's a pretty good size cam, I believe. I don't know if the cam card's in that, but I want to show you some of the other stuff that came with it. It's got a little bit of a buck in it. And look, guys, when you go with a bigger cam and a 6-speed car, most people go to like a 390 or a 410 gear. This car has stock 342s. And so I think I've got a deal worked out with a buddy of mine to do a gear swap. And so what we will do, it's a 4-channel rear end, and you can't find, like, anybody who orders like a 9-inch or a Mosier or a S60, they generally don't buy it with the 4-channel setup. But that Trans Am is a 4-channel setup. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the rear end out of the Trans Am over there, the pewter Trans Am, the parts Trans Am. I'm gonna take it to my buddy. He's gonna put 4 10 gears in it, and I know the 10 bolt won't last, but guys, we're not taking this to the drag strip. I'm gonna have him put 4 10 gears in it. I'm gonna trade him out for some parts that he needs off that car, and then we're just gonna swap the rear ends. Okay, so I'm gonna take the stock rear end out of this car, I'm gonna put it in the parts car so we can keep it as a roller, and we're gonna put that new 410 rear end, which I'll probably paint, and I'll do the lowering and all that at the same time. That's the goal. But I think it would make a huge difference in this car. I will tell you that we got this thing home, 4-hour drive away. I loaded it up on my trailer. I went by myself. I got it home and I drove it, and I'm like, man, this thing sucks. It's like stupid slow. I thought something was wrong with it. I felt like when I test drove it, it was kind of weird, but I thought I'll figure it out when I get home. The car was so nice. But anyway, what happened is this right here that runs your throttle cable this piece right here, this plastic is broken, and so this sheath was moving. And so what would happen is it was only going to half throttle. So I took it out and I'm like, man, this thing is slow. got home, figured that out, and re-clipped it, but then I wrapped a zip tie around it just to make sure it doesn't move. Took it back out, and now it rips. So yeah, it was kind of an odd deal. I've never had that, but look, when you introduce this guy, you'll always know a car is a traction control car when you pop the hood if it has this right here. Now, in the Trans Am a while back, I made a video of relocating that behind the computer. That is an option that you can do. It just kind of cleans up the look under here, but yeah, that I hate this. I'm not a traction control guy. I'd rather not have it because it's not that great. It's an older technology. And you have this big bunch of junk. The non-traction control cars will have two lines here. You'll have one for your cruise control and one for the throttle control from the pedal. But yeah, anyway, so what did we get with it? And I've got junk scattered everywhere, guys, but we got stock headlights. I got the original window sticker. I got all the stock stuff from the radio. I got 2 car covers, the original book. What else is in there? Oh, the stock CD changer, the stock monsoon amplifier, the stock radio, stock antenna. Love buying stuff from people that keep like I do. So generally, guys, when I sell something, like I've got all that stuff up on the rack. If I sold my daily driver truck, the Sierra, I tell them like, hey, do you want all the stock suspension? Generally, they take it. If they don't, then it's time to take it to scrap. I'm not going to keep it around. So I'm a lot like this guy in keeping stuff, but let's start this thing up and take a listen to what it sounds like. So you can hear the chop. It's got a little bit of chop in it, and that was a true cold start. It hadn't been started in a couple days, I guess 2 days now. And yeah, I mean, it's got some chop to it. Not as much as you would think for like a BTR stage 4 cam, but still it runs great, drives great. It is whisper quiet on the inside, guys. I didn't even tell you, but when the top down, you can see that he actually dyno matted all the interior. So similar to what we've been doing on the dually here, he did that on the entire interior. So it's like really quiet going down the road, no creaks or rattles or anything, which is really common for a convertible, especially because they move around. Now it does have, he's got 3-point subframe connectors from UMI on here. So that kind of helps, but still this is older technology. And these things moved around a lot, and when they got some miles on them, they started to creak. So I think now, like I said, it needs wash because we've been driving it, but I think with the wash and just put my buffer on it, and when I say the buffer, just to clean up any imperfections, and just like M205 and like a foam pad, and I literally think you would walk up to this car and think it was a 10,000 mile car. It is that clean on the inside. But anyway, guys, wanted to show you this and kind of explain. I don't really know that I necessarily need to explain. I buy a lot of dumb stuff. I thought this would be fun for the family. We drove it first night off the trailer. We drove it around town with the top down. We can get the baby seat in the back, the rear facing car seat. Cam can fit behind me. And then Dana is short enough with the baby seat behind her that she can be setting in the car. So kind of cool. I don't know how long we're gonna have it, to be real honest with you. I think we'll have it long enough to, like I said, do the rear end, just because that'll make drivability a little better, and lower it and get these ugly black wheels off. Like I said, just not a black wheel guy. If you like black wheels, hey, I get it. It's just not my thing. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are not subscribed, you got to get subscribed, because you never know what's gonna get bought or sold here. And stay tuned to see what we work on next.